And now back to your hosts, Bernie D, Craig Driggers, and Mad Mike.
And once again, welcome back to Common Sense New Hampshire. I'm sorry about the white noise. I should have opened something up and I closed it. So it was just,
the white noise.
The white noise.
Yeah.
White noise.
It's like or something like that. You know what I mean?
Can it be purple noise? Or?
No,
it's white noise.
because it's racist.
Yes.
It's
I'm offended that that's white noise.
You should be. You should be. Cracker. Yeah.
it's white noise. It's like dead air. There you go, dead air.
Is this a radio bird?
Well, no, white noise has been around forever, man. There's a cool movie called White Noise.
Never heard.
I don't remember what the hell it was about. But
Yeah.
I seemed to think it was pretty good. Yeah, there you go.
Mike, it's all yours.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Trigger the triggers
Oh, we're triggering trigger? Why are we doing that?
because it's time.
Because it's our fucking episode. It's a segment, goddammit. All right.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Hit me with it so I know how to. What was the subject about?
Customer service and how people are so impatient and how people just sometimes get aggravated when they don't get what they want. That's pretty basically it.
Basically, this revolves around anybody that's in the customer service business. I mean, nowadays people just don't want to wait. They will do and say the most obnoxious shit to piss you off, just to rattle your cage. And I experienced that this weekend, and it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I just don't want to do this anymore, man. I'm just sick of people just being so miserable and disrespected and disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, that word.
That's one.
That's how pissed I am. I can't even speak right now.
Right.
So,
That sucks.
I mean, you try to do something to try to adjust it and make it work, and hopefully it won't happen again. But no, it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening, and what do you do? What the fuck do you do?
Is it okay? So I hate to generalize this, but do you think it's the millennials? Do you think it's the older people? Do you think now it's just the way it is these days that if people just don't get what they want, they just feel like they need to express whatever it is, whether it's a lie or make a big stink about it? Do you think there's a pattern? Do you think it's a race or an age thing? I mean, not that I want to go racial. I'm just saying. Do you think it's just random? What do you think?
No, it just happens more and more and more and more. It doesn't. Everybody does it. The women, the guys, the older guys, the younger guys. Everybody just comes up and just so disrespectful to the point where you just want to smash them in the head and go, do you realize what you're saying to me and what you want me to do? I'm not going to do it, man. And I think that the burnout factor was kicking in. So
Yeah. I don't think it has anything to do with age. I don't think it's generational. I think we live in a society where people expect everything to be done immediately. We live in a fucking we live in an era where we want everything right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you discover that you can't get shit right now, people get pissed. And right, yeah, they want what they want, and when they discover that they can't have it or whatever, they just get pissed off. I definitely don't think it's generational. I think it's a reflective. I think it's more reflective of society as a whole, which sucks. I mean, it's a pretty shitty thing, but I think that that's the case. I mean, us, we're, for the most part, we're pretty good people. I think, with myself, of course, being the exception. But I mean, if we go somewhere or whatever, and all right, here's a good example. Okay, if you go to a restaurant, right, and you order some food, and half hour later your food doesn't come out yet, you're going to be pissed?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean, who are you going to be pissed at? I mean, who are you naturally angry at when your food doesn't come out?
Well, normally you take it out. I mean,
who.
Unfortunately, you take it out on the waitress, right. And it's not her fault.
Right, on the waiter or the waitress, and it's not their fault. Exactly.
And I've gotten to the point where, we'll go out and something will be wrong, and I'll literally look at the waitress and be like, or waiter, and say, it's nothing that you did wrong, but can I speak to your manager?
Right.
Because then I can fully take it out on them and be like, listen, this is your fucking restaurant.
Right.
Fix the problem. Like
most restaurants, though, it's been my experience, they'll they'll either take it right off the bill or whatever. My favorite is when a waitress or waiter brings you something and it's wrong. You ordered something, you ordered it a very specific way, and they come back and it's not the way that you wanted it. And they say, "Oh, you know what? That was my fault. I didn't mention that." You know what I mean? Like that, to me, that sort of ideology almost doesn't exist anymore. It's a person taking ownership of their own mistake.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That principle is just about fucking completely gone from society. Nobody ever wants to take blame for their own shit. That's the sad, sorry truth. I mean,
You could have bad customers too. I mean, just miserable.
oh no, and no, that
And you can't please them at all.
That
Absolutely.
does not. That point does not in any way, shape, or form take away from what you're saying, Mike. There are just fucking miserable shitheads out there who, no matter what you do, you are not going to be able to please. And it sucks that. Do you want to talk about the change that you made? Okay, all right. Well, it's the fact is that the shit that Mike's been dealing with the way that people treat him has meant a change that's going to suck for a lot of people, and it blows ass that someone as nice as you has been pushed into making a pretty terrible choice that you've had to make for yourself. Because of how people have been treating you. That sucks. Because Mike's one of the best fucking people I've ever met.
Dude,
And-
I'm like Brad Marchand right now. I just want to lick you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can.
I've got a story. We went out to a restaurant that's known for steak, and I ordered my steak medium. Everybody's food came out all at the same time, which was great. Normally they ask you, cut into your steak, make sure it's okay. Well, they dropped off the food and walked away. So here I am sitting here because I'm like, okay, my steak is raw. It's not. It was nowhere close to being medium. Yeah, it was fucking mooing. It was literally bleeding all over my plate, and I was just like mortified at that point. My mashed potatoes were red. And I was so grossed out. So finally the waitress comes back and she looked at me, and of course they're all eating, and she looks at me and she goes, "Is something wrong?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, my steak is still mooing. And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me, bring it back." So what they did was now I had already cut into it. So they brought it back. They threw it back on the grill, plopped it back on the same plate with the same mashed potatoes and broccoli, and brought it back out to me. And I looked at her and I go, "Are you serious right now?" She goes, "What?" I cut into it. Now it's well done. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I go, first of all, my steak should be medium. I go, you're known for doing steak. I go, you send it out raw, and now it's overcooked to the point where it had charcoal on the outside of it. I go, you plopped it on the same plate that is now contaminated. I go, and everybody else is done eating by now.
She has the worst luck going out to. She goes, "Let's go to dinner," and I'm like, "No, please.
Yeah.
I'd rather cook at home, please."
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And she picks she likes her Applebee's and her Olive Garden. I'm like,
That's why you have the worst luck.
it's I think maybe
No,
that's
this
what
was-
it is.
This was the Texas Roadhouse. How
Yeah.
can you fuck up a steak at Texas
Right,
Roadhouse? That's what you're known
But I
for.
look at it this way too. I look at it at the cook's view. That you got 30 fucking steaks on that grill just cooking away. You know what? Somebody comes over and says, "Hey, Greg, what's going on? What are you
Right.
doing tonight?" Blah blah blah
Yep.
blah. Next thing you know, you
Yep.
lost your focus. Like, oh shit.
Yep. Nobody's perfect.
Medium. Yeah, I know they tag them and everything. They probably put colored flags on them, whatever. But I can see fuck ups. I do.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If it's a fuck up, fix it. Don't send it out if you know that steak is supposed to be medium and it comes out well done, soul of a shul. That's a different.
Medium are probably totally different from my medium.
How do you take your steak?
Is a red center.
Red center, yes.
But
Is that
it
how you like your meat?
It has a nice cook on the outside.
Yeah.
When you cut into it, it shouldn't bleed all over your plate. I mean,
This was raw. It
was
wasn't medium.
raw.
It's you
I like
got
that
your
roast beef looking red. Where you cut into it.
Yeah.
It's got a little complete. Too.
Well, it looks like you're
Yeah, a
between
little-
medium rare and
Yeah,
medium.
that's medium rare.
I do medium rare.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you like your meat?
Whatever, dude. Whatever's made for me. That's how I like it. You know what I mean? I just eat it.
So how do you order your
I'm just
steak?
like, medium.
All right.
But I've gotten some pretty fucking bloody steaks too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's just it's the nature of the beast,
Right.
on that, because it's steak, and it's not like you plug it into.
I guess this goes back to something that you were talking about. Sometimes when a person has been in a professional or in a career for a very long time, some people just either just get burnt out or they just don't care. And unfortunately, and I think I see that with some of the chefs out there. It's just they just completely burned out, and sometimes they don't care.
I hate to send shit back because I said
You-
he's gonna lace this shit and store it in,
yeah, right.
dunk it on the floor. Or, my brain works like that.
No. I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Right.
I'll take the salmonella or the mad cow. I don't give a shit.
Right.
The what? The what? The salmonella?
Salmonella.
Salmonella shit. I need Greg on this one.
Yeah.
Salmonella.
Come on over.
Salmonella.
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 Syphilis.
Hey, good.
Syphilis in my steak.
Salmonella.
Yeah, no, but again, to the point here, it's like I said, we live in a society where everybody wants everything just the fucking way they want it. They want it right now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to hear a damn thing that other than what they want. And it's too bad. But again, you had asked if it was millennials. I really just think I don't think it's generational.
Well, I guess
I
that's
think it's.
the-
I think it's just
filtered
it's.
down to even the older generation.
Well, that's
Yeah,
exactly
well,
right.
I
Because
think
again,
that's
we
the
live
thing.
in we live in a place where you've got Amazon, 2-day shipping. God for fucking bid that thing doesn't show up on the second day. People lose their fucking minds.
That's
You
awesome.
know,
But
Don't guarantee it 2 days if you can't make it
Well,
happen.
here's the situation with that, though. I think. I mean, granted, yeah, things happen. Okay, we understand.
right?
But you're actually paying for that 2-day service.
Yeah, you are.
Amazon
Well-
Prime users pay for that service. I think it's like what do we pay?
$100 a year.
$11 a month or
Yeah,
$100
$100
a year.
$100 a year.
So
But
you
it's- but
want
you're
that
not,
stuff in 2
In
days.
fairness, you're not just paying for 2-day shipping when you get an Amazon Prime account. You're also paying for a fucking butt ton of content through Amazon Video, right? That Prime account gets you essentially like Netflix. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You've got so much video content available. They've got Amazon specific shows like The Man in the White Castle. It's just
Right.
as an example. You're also getting streaming music service. You know what I mean? So, I hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like you are paying for that Prime, and most people only associate that Prime membership with the 2-day shipping. But you get a shitload for that Prime account. You know what I mean? It's not like Netflix. You pay for Netflix, you get Netflix. You know what I mean? You don't get 2-day shipping, streaming,
Good point.
audio services. You get all this great stuff as a part of when you're a Prime member. So, just throwing that out there. But
Never used Amazon.
shit does happen. Shit gets fucking screwed up when it gets shipped out. You know what I mean?
Never needed
Amazon is great.
Oh.
Well,
What do you use it for? I just never.
buying shit.
The new podcast mics and stuff we order through Amazon. The new mixer,
They all came from
all of
Use
it.
as a business tool.
We definitely use as a.
I'll tell you what, man.
It is a business source.
Amazon. This is funny. A quick little funny story. You guys remember Sports Authority?
Yep.
Of course.
Over on South Willow Street. So we're in there, my buddy and I, one day, and they're having a going out of business sale, right? Or no, they weren't having a going out of business sale. We were just in there buying some shit, and I went in and I saw a pair of sneakers that I was interested in buying or whatever, and so I go up to the counter and I asked the girl, I said, "Hey," I said, "do you guys price match Amazon?" Right? And she laughs at me and is like, "No." She's like, "If we did that, we'd be out of business," right? Well, 2 months later, they announce that all fucking sports authorities are going out of business, right? They're closing their doors, they're shutting down or whatever. You know who's in business and price matches Amazon? Best Buy.
Staples.
Right? And Staples, yeah.
Staples.
They price match Amazon. Not a lot of people know that. And so my friend Steve went to go Christmas shopping. I think it was a year before last, and his wife wanted a bunch of technological crap. She wanted all this techie stuff, which was kind of amusing because I don't think she's ever actually used any of them. But anyway, so we were going in and we're looking at some of the shit, and right off the bat, I'm like, hey, as soon as she says whatever product it was that she wanted, I would go to Amazon and I would look that very product up. And sure as shit, in almost every case,